I make how-to tutorial videos about cooking easy, delicious recipes. I show you the simple methods to recreate craveable food. Today we're going to dive into the Mediterranean cuisine with two mouth-watering recipes. I am showing you my twist on a turkey panini, recreating it as a grilled halibut panini with an added hack to improve it. Also is my version of chicken orzo soup, but as Greek shrimp orzo soup. These dishes are perfect for a quick and delicious meal together. See the recipes, a few hacks to make them better, and the ways I failed when I made it. So let's get started. I'm making the shrimp orzo soup first. Dice some tomato, an onion, some garlic. Chop the carrots and celery into small pieces. Yep, I just heard from you right now while you're thinking, Devin, how much of each thing do you need? Well, if you need to, follow the amounts you see me using in the video or in this card up here on the screen. Otherwise, this is your recipe. Use as much or as little of each to make it your own. I know you can make this better than me to satisfy your tastes. Proceed with chopping fresh rosemary. Then zest a lemon and set up the remainder for juicing. Now saute some shrimp briefly in a large pot and then set them aside. In the same large pot, heat some olive oil and saute the chopped onion, crushed garlic, carrots, and celery. Let that cook for a minute and then add some oregano, pepper, salt, and rosemary, cooking it until the vegetables are soft and spices are fragrant. Then of course I add some dry white wine. All Greek food should be served with wine, of course. Next, pour in some vegetable broth and bring it to a boil. Add the orzo pasta, cooking it according to the package instructions. When the orzo is almost done, add the cooked shrimp from earlier. Add diced tomatoes and the lemon zest. Cook it for a few more minutes until everything is heated through. Finish the soup with a squeeze of lemon juice and a sprinkle of parsley. Taste and adjust the seasoning to your likes. Set the soup aside, and now let's get to the grilled halibut panini. Here's my mistake number one. I trusted my local grocery store. They sold me spoiled swordfish. It was going to be a swordfish panini because swordfish is common in the Mediterranean. But instead, I'm using some nice halibut I was able to acquire. Get the fresh halibut and slice it into thin planks. Season it with salt, pepper, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Proceed with sauteing it on each side until it's cooked through. This should only take a moment. Next, gather and prepare our other ingredients. Slice a ciabatta roll. Okay, this was mistake number two. After visiting a local bakery and two different grocery stores in my small town, the only ciabatta I could find were little 50.8 millimeter or 2-inch squares. That would not have worked. Instead, I found this delicious French loaf that I cut into squares. Use ciabatta if you can get it. Toast it briefly, followed by rubbing it with smashed garlic to impart some of that gentle flavor onto the bread. Then, thinly slice a red onion, a tomato, and some cucumber. I'm using an English cucumber for its flavor and absence of seeds. Crumble some feta cheese and drain some olives. These will be all the toppings on the panini in just a second. Now we'll make the tzatziki sauce. Do you have a box grater like this? This is absolutely my favorite box grater of all time. It's a microplane box grater. No, they don't sponsor me. It's just a grater I'm passionate about and wanted to share it with you. It has sharp blades, a removable side that makes it great for a variety of grating styles. This feature also makes it easy to clean. Oh, and it lasts forever. I've had this one for over 10 years. It still looks new and is sharp. I put a link in the description if you wanted to buy the same one you see here at a great price. Proceed to grating a cucumber. Put it into a cheesecloth and squeeze it dry. No cheesecloth? It's okay. You can also use a fine mesh strainer too. Be prepared to see a lot of water draining from it. Then mix it with some salt. In a mixing bowl, crush 60 milliliters or 4 tablespoons of garlic, 2.5 milliliters or a half teaspoon of salt. While white vinegar is standard, I love rice vinegar, so I'm using it instead, adding 60 milliliters or a quarter cup. Add 5 milliliters or 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil and mix it well. Add the cucumber and 480 milliliters or 2 cups of plain Greek yogurt. Give it a pinch of black pepper and a bunch of chopped mint. Stir it and let it rest for at least 30 minutes. This is a great recipe to have on hand. Make it the day before for more of the flavors to blend in harmony. The tzatziki is good now, but with patience, it'll be worth waiting for. When it's ready, spread a generous layer of tzatziki sauce on both halves of the toasted bread or ciabatta. On the bottom half, layer the halibut, followed by the red onions, olives, cucumber, tomato, crumbled feta cheese, and fresh spinach. And here's the additional hack aside from using halibut that I wanted to give you. Add a slice or two of hearty for more creaminess and that smooth hearty flavor. We'll see how that tastes in just a little bit. Top it off with the other half of the bread and press down gently. If you have trouble pressing it and things fall apart, then do what I do here. I use one hand to catch the side that blows out while I continue pressing. You can then either enjoy the panini as it is now, or follow my lead and grill it for a couple of minutes on each side for a warm and crispy panini sandwich. In a warm buttered pan, put the assembled halibut panini in. After a few moments, when you can tell it's a little crispy, gently turn it over and continue cooking on the other side. Let's pull it all together now. Collect your warm Greek shrimp orzo soup, but wait, here's the other easy, delicious recipe hack I wanted to give you. Add some of that fresh spinach you have on hand to the soup bowl before adding the warm Greek shrimp orzo soup. Then get the crispy Mediterranean halibut panini. A toasted sandwich and hot soup are a perfect meal for this fall and winter season. First, I'll try the soup. It's a delicious broth of vegetables and shrimp with Greek herbs and spices. The rosemary comes through gently with a kiss of lemon, a perfect starchiness from the orzo pasta, and I love it. What about this modified turkey panini? I turned it into a Mediterranean halibut panini. Let's find out if the hearty was a good choice. It was an untried idea. In this first bite, I get a crunch from the grilled bread. The airy inside of the soft bread is perfected with that grilled crunchy exterior. All at once, I get the flavor of fresh halibut that is complemented by the tomato. Grease screams at me with the rich flavor of olives, feta, and sweet cucumber. But the fresh zing of the minty tzatziki, sharp feta, and smooth nuttiness of the hearty make this a true masterpiece. Enjoy this as you wish. Dip the sandwich in your soup? Why not? Eat each of them on their own? You choose. I'll just keep enjoying this while you decide. Please take your time. And there you have it, folks. 2 delicious Mediterranean recipes that you can whip up quickly. Give these dishes a try and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and find value in it, please subscribe to OG Mojo Kitchen. More amazing recipes from the Mediterranean and other global inspirations will be shared each Sunday. And hey, YouTube seems to think you want to see this next video over here I'm pointing at. I have to agree with them. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate the time you took to watch this all the way to the end.